Hi Juan Jose,
Hi, Sarah.
how are you?
Fine, and you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay.
So, last time we were talking about strange story times, right?
Right. Okay.
Well, you didn't finish told me your story.
Okay. Uh, Maybe. Okay. Every year, having Christmas at my house is not negotiable. My dad has always loved it, and we even have a Christmas tree that is almost maybe 3 meters tall, and a very long train set. I live in an apartment, and we store the Christmas decoration in a loft. Sometimes it's very difficult to take the boxes down from there. You really have to be brave to climb up because the boxes are next to a skylight that opens to my parents' bedroom. So, 5 years ago, I was helping to store those boxes because my mom was sick and my dad was in a meeting. My sisters were pacing me each box while I organized and stored them. But when I was almost at the last box, I didn't measure the space properly, and suddenly I fell through the skylight. I landed in my parents' bathroom, right on the sink, and which I broke because of the impact. After that, I ended up sitting on the floor, but at the moment I didn't feel any pain. Probably because of the adrenaline. My parents and my sisters rushed into the bathroom to ask if I was okay because it's suddenly really loud. I told them I was fine, just a few scrapes and small cuts. When I stood up, my mom was cleaning the blood I had, and even after she finished, it was still dripping from somewhere. I lifted my shirt and realized I had an open wound on my back because a thick piece of glass had gone into it. Of course, we went to the emergency room right away. When we got there, it was kind of funny because the staff member keep asking me a lot of questions since I was still a minor. In the end, we spent a couple of hours at the hospital, and that's where I got my first stitches on my back. And Sarah, tell me about anything.
Well, I think your story sounds very painful, actually. I have something to tell that is actually a little funny. Well, last year I was hanging out with some friends. We were going at the Filbo in Corferias. That day I woke up very late. I didn't remember that I had to make the cupcakes I had promised to them. So I started to do them at 11 a.m. I had to be in the Portal Tunal at 12, so the cupcake thing didn't went so good. Whatever. When I arrived at the bus station, my friends were already there. We took the bus 3, but it stopped in all the bus stops since Conferias. When we were at the Olaya station, a man get into the bus and start singing some religious songs. I'm not sure why, but one friend who was sitting in front of me started laughing, so I did. Then the man got really angry and he yelled at him. It was actually funny. After that, in the hospital station, another man got up into the bus. It was a homeless, crazy man. He started yelling at everyone and saying that he was a thief. Whatever, just crazy people in Transmilenio. Nothing happened there, fortunately. The trip was a little strange, but after all, we had a great time at the Filbo. But we hadn't had a lunch. we were really hungry. And everything inside cafeterias it's so expensive. So we decided to take out our lunch outside. Surprisingly, I was the only one who knew a little the zone. So I tried to guide them to an Olympica that I thought was near there, because I was studying like in a breakfast in that zone. Well, I didn't know where I was as good as I thought, so we kept walking and walking. We were totally lost. So we got into an Oxo to ask where were the Olympica, but we actually didn't follow the instructions. So we kept walking and walking without direction. When I noticed, we were in front of the Mederi, really far from we wanted to go on start.
Okay, that's a crazy story.
It is a little of everything, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Uh,
Well, that was a great conversation with you.
okay, Sarah. See you later.
See you later.